Okay, so it's day 400 of this hardcore world, and I thought I would make a video quick world tour to show a friend of mine. So on day one I spawned in a very dense spruce forest, taiga as they call it in the game, and I mooshed around a little bit to find somewhere that I thought I could dig down, and it was this little hole in the ground, just completely surrounded by spruce trees, very dense actually. On day one I usually try to find some seeds and start a wheat farm as soon as possible, because I'm aiming to get some cows in order to get leather, in order to get books, in order to get an enchanting setup. So that's always like the first 30 days of any world, is just get your enchanting setup. So I rushed around getting seeds, and I found a little watering hole over there. Sometimes you find a place with a beehive and you can like build it around a beehive, but I didn't find any bees in this forest. I don't think you can get bees in Taiga. So in the evening or at night, when night was coming, I ducked down here, and this was my first little base. I've cleared it all out, but this was my bed, and this was the first alcove that I dug out to store my loot from mining, and this is where I dug down. Struggling to remember actually, it's 400 days ago. Just quickly, stats in terms of game hours, time played 5.11 days. Not sure what that means. I don't think I should really admit to that. I don't do much else at the moment. So I dug down here, and I think I found some caves quite early on. That's not usually a good thing in hardcore because caves are dangerous, and you've got no iron armor or anything like that. So I think I got my first bits of iron down here. Blah blah blah. And eventually I decided that I would. That wasn't there. Change tack and dig down here because it was the 0 line. I quite like being on even numbered lines, multiples of 50. So as this 50 line, I dug down all the way to the bottom, stumbling upon all these caves here as I went. But I really like to get to the bottom as soon as I can. I can't remember whether I went straight down or not, or whether I sort of investigated some of these caves or not. Anyway, that was the mine, and again, if you see, I was trying to get it so that I could be on a 0 line, so I like to mine long. That's the -100 line, and this is the 0 line. So on day one, first night at the bottom, a lot of mining, looking just not desperately looking for diamonds, but looking to get hold of some diamonds. In the day I'd come out a few, chop down some trees, start clearing out, and I was going across to my little pool of water over there that I built a wheat farm around. I also explored and found that there was a river down here, And I got hold of a few bits of sugarcane, and not here actually, I think it was more over here. Yeah, I started a little sugarcane farm over here. Gotta get these things started on day one really. If you want, I like to move along fairly quickly towards having an enchanting setup and being ready to get to the Ender Dragon around day 50. So there we go, that was my early set. Once I started to clear things out a bit, eventually this was all cows, so this is my cow grinder. 9 holes in the ground, each filled with cows. And in order to get pretty large quantities of leather very quickly and easily, the added bonus of beef. Go along here, to do all 9 takes about 3 stacks of wheat. Up. 1 done. Done. And you can go through it all 9 like that. And that is a great way to get books for trading when you first start trading. For most of the 400 days, this thing wasn't here, this is quite recent, this is a new thing, this is crop farm and iron farm. Look, there goes the iron golem making iron for me. This is a great setup by Golf. Avalanche. He's growing carrots and giving me free carrots. He's growing potatoes, automatically doing potatoes, but all they're really doing is making a non-spawnable space around this guy in the middle. If you see, he has a name tag, he's got a name. Some villagers in there getting scared, and because they're scared, they summon a golem. And a golem is going to appear in this little pool of water any second. Because, oh, there he is. Boom. He's standing with his head in lava and his feet on a hopper. And there's the iron. Oh, lovely. I only just had that for like a couple of hours. Lovely. I love that. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves. That's very recent. On the way to, before I managed to get to the end, I managed to get hold of some villagers, and although this is expanded, but I have this kind of villager breeder set up. It's all very manual and slightly expanded, but what I do is I have a little cell down there. So one by one I put the villagers in the cell, boop, drop a zombie in, turn him into a zombie, and then boom, golden apple, potion of weakness, Bob's your cured zombie. And I'll take him up here, and one by one fill up my little trading cells. Usually the first guy that I get is always a Fletcher. He's got this easy wood stick trade.